Hey there, it's your Wisconsin wine guy. I'm back and we're in wine drinking season. I don't know about you, but I love wine drinking season. You know, it's always a fun time for me, always a chance and opportunity to share some of my wines with some of my closest friends or even friends that I just made. I have a lot of wine to drink and I'm not shy on sharing my wine. Okay? Alright, so for those who are new, these are wines that you can find wherever you shop for wine, liquor store, grocery store, and some wine shops. I pick up a few bottles of wine, give them a taste, and let you know what I think about these wines. Just my personal honest opinion, utilizing my infamous thumb rating system. Thumbs up says, I recommend this wine. It's a pretty solid wine. Can't go wrong with it. Good price too. 3/4. I would rock this at a party. It's something I would keep at home in my wine rack, to share with my friends. Halfway, something about it was a little bit off, but I'll tell you why it was off for me. It doesn't make it a bad wine. It just was off for me. You give it a taste and let the rest of us know what you think. I would love to hear your opinions. And thumbs down. Always an easy one, right? And then every now and then you get the infamous double thumbs up, and that means that's a wine that just blew my socks off and is going to be highly recommended by me. Give it a shot, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So, we're going to now look at today's wine. This is going to be Raeburn wine out of Sonoma. Okay, here's a winery I've never even heard of. There's so many wineries, brands on the shelf, and there's so many wineries that are just opening up over the years, and new wineries just keep opening up. Some who are have a vineyard, some who are purchasing their grapes, from vineyards in the area, But Raeburn Winery, who's sourcing their grapes, from different areas throughout Sonoma. And we're going to be tasting the Raeburn Winery Chardonnay from Raeburn Valley. The grapes are sourced. Raeburn Rosé. This is going to be a blend of primarily Pinot Noir, zinfandel, and Grenache. That's going to be interesting. And then we're going to have Sauvignon Blanc. Grapes coming. The grapes here come from Sonoma area and up the north coast for the Sauvignon Blanc. Wow, so this is going to be awesome. You can find these priced anywhere from $17.99 to maybe $25, about $25.99, depending on where you're shopping for wine. Looking forward to tasting these. I have them in this particular order here. If you've been following me for a while, I taste wine in oftentimes unorthodox orders. And Sauvignon Blanc is always, if it's up against other wines, always the last one to be tasted. So, we have our Chardonnay first. And again, Raeburn Valley Chardonnay. I don't know about you. The first time I had a Pinot Noir and a Chardonnay from Raeburn Valley, I was hooked. So I look for that, something that's robust, something that has a nice fullness to it, a richness to it, coming out of Raeburn Valley. I've truly never had a Chardonnay from Raeburn Valley that I didn't like, and hopefully this will still fall in line, right? Okay, so this is going to be, part fermented in stainless steel, part fermented in French and Hungarian oak on the lees, and then aged. So to give it a little bit more complexity, and also to maintain that freshness. So they take, after fermentation, they do a final blend of the two. The barrel aged on the lees and the stainless steel do a final blend to give you a wine that's Chardonnay that's bright and crisp, but also has complexity, but good structure. So that's going to be that. Looking forward to that. So the Chardonnay is coming in at, where is it at here? We do this all the time, right? Where's the alcohol? Chardonnay is coming in on the front, coming in at 14% alcohol. This is going to be vintage 2020. So let's see if it's going to taste like 20% alcohol. The Rosé, again, this was the blend of Pinot Noir, about 54% or something like that, zinfandel and Grenache. This is going to be very interesting. 2022, coming in at 13.5%. Now, it's not summertime, but you can still enjoy Rosés in the fall and even in the winter. And then 13.5% alcohol on the Sauvignon Blanc is going to be vintage 2022. So 2022 and 22. Looking forward to tasting these. And as always, you follow me. I like to give them all a taste first and then begin to start talking about them. So, Hades Corker, keeping the wine fresh, looking for it. If you haven't got yourself a Hades Corker, get yourself a Hades Corker. It's a shameless plug. I make no money off of Hades Corkers. I started using these in my store in 2007, when I discovered these. They're out of Chicago, and I've been hooked on those ever since. Got rid of the pump and started totally using the Hades Corker, still today. There's my commercial, right? All right, so there's my rosé. And then the screw caps, you know what I mean? If it's a screw cap, and if it's not tasting good, that means it went to the bottle that way. And, yo, there it is. Now I kind of got my caps crossed, you know, so let's switch these back over. All right, there you go. Sauvignon Blanc and the rosé. So now we are in uniform here. So here we go. Again, we're going to start first with the Chardonnay, then we're going to taste the rosé, then we're going to taste the Sauvignon Blanc. And I always go Sauvignon Blanc last because, for me, Sauvignon Blancs, where I can smell the citrus in the Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blancs is so powerful that it's going to kill, especially if it has great acidity, it's going to kill everything that comes after it. So I always do it last if I got a Sauvignon Blanc. Now get a look at the coloring here. Nice golden rays of sun here in the Chardonnay versus a nice pinkish, light pinkish hue, which is interesting when you think about, you know, we're talking about a Pinot Noir, of course, but a little bit of zinfandel and some Grenache in there. You would think it would be darker, but they have a really nice coloring to it. Puts you in mind of the coloring from Provence. And then we have our Sauvignon Blanc, you know, subtle greenish hues coming here with streams of yellow light or yellow coloring coming through it. So that's our Sauvignon Blanc. Now on the nose, wait, let's put it side by side here so you can get an idea, okay? You get an idea of the color here. The Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc. And then the Chardonnay, the rosé, okay? Oh, wait, you can see that coloring there. It's pretty nice. Let's get a nose here. I'm even wondering if I should go with the rosé first. I'm thinking I may go with the rosé first. We'll see by the nose, because I'm spelling the nose here on this Chardonnay, and that's like, whoa. You could definitely pick up the caramelization. You can pick up hints of smoke, apple, pear, ooh, some vanilla. You get that kind of rich creaminess on the nose. Ooh, I may have to switch that order between these two. Let's find out. Now, for the rosé, ooh, that's kind of light on the nose. It makes me wonder about the palate too. So kind of like strawberry, some melon, like watermelon, subtle plum in the background, but definitely get that citrus nose to it. Also, when I think about rosés, and I am going to switch this, when I think about rosés, here's me. I think about, I want something that's truly in between drinking a red wine and a white wine. So I want to have a rosé that's going to give me that nice, crisp, refreshing taste, but with some subtle complexity to it. It can be elegant too, but that's what I look for in a rosé. I want that cross between red and white. And now for the Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, grapefruit, baby. Grapefruit for sure. Grapefruit hits you straight up. But we're not talking New Zealand grapefruit, you know. We're talking California grapefruit, but also with some melon notes in the background, like muskmelon. It's like grapefruit and muskmelon. Wow, very nice, very nice. Here we go. Rinse, rinse, rinse. And we may not rinse that because we got to go back here. But we're going to see. We're going to go here first with the rosé. Oh, wow, that's nice. Great acidity. You definitely on the taste. You get strawberry, watermelon on the taste for sure. You get subtle berry, dark berry, but very light. More like blackberry or a dark raspberry. Wow, nice. Now let's do our acidity's great. I mean, wow. Now we do our Chardonnay. See if I was right with the order. See, I like when they do like a final blend. Part stainless steel, there's some oak, and they do a final blend. Because you do pick up that freshness, you know, that liveliness. My mouth is watering more here than it did for the rosé. But we'll get to that on the next one, right? I want to see if it's going to play nice. Okay, that was perfect. Even going back to here, it became even more alive. I'm going to save this. I'm going to go now do my second taste on the first two, because I don't want this to kill everything else. And then in the final round, I'll go through and see if they'll hold up to the Sauvignon Blanc. So now, for the rosé again, this is for the actual taste, for the rating. Wow. Great, chilled, crisp, refreshing, certain notes of citrus. As it warms on the palate, you begin to pick up, some dark berry notes to it. Wow, very nice. Very nice to me. Now for the Chardonnay. Again, nice elegance here. Not overly oaky, not overly buttery, but just like smooth and luscious. Nice complexities. Wow, with the right food, this can be fantastic. Man, oh man, oh man. So, I did my acidity, I did my taste. Now let's go to the Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc. Wow. That's what I mean. You definitely get the grapefruit taste. You definitely get that citrus taste. A little bit of lemon in here as well. Woo, nice, baby. And now for the, acidity-wise, acidity is nicely balanced, watering, mouth-watering, but not like overly watering, but nicely balanced. Now for the taste. Okay, there you have it. It's been a while since I've done 3 wines from one brand. I like taking one brand and tasting and trying to get an idea of what that thumbprint is, and it seems to be along the line elegance here, but letting the Sauvignon Blanc stand out on its own. Fruit is an underlying thing here. Without the fruit, what's the point, right? Now, before I let's go back and see how these wines stand up against the Sauvignon Blanc. Going to this rosé after Sauvignon Blanc brings up more of the citrus characteristics up front first, and then finishes off with cherry and melon. A little bit more Sauvignon Blanc. Now for the Chardonnay. Wow, they play nice together. Coming to the Chardonnay, again, it brings out more citrus notes, finishes off in the background with more of the pear apple notes, but then you get that subtle richness, okay? But it kind of like softens it off because of the acidity that exists here, but not bad at all. So the wines play nice together, which talks about that thumbprint. I love to do that. So now for the rating on each of these wines. One more taste. All right, I'm going to go in this order. Sauvignon Blanc, thumbs up. Chardonnay, double thumbs up. Rosé, I got to get one more taste here. Because I'm stuck in between a couple of ratings on this rosé. I really do enjoy the combination of the grapes, the Grenache, the zinfandel, and the Pinot Noir. You could definitely feel the effect that Sauvignon Blanc has on the other wines and on this one here. So I'm going to do a combination of the taste by itself before the Sauvignon Blanc and the taste after having the Sauvignon Blanc. Okay? So the rosé, I'm going to give this a double thumbs up. Okay? Thumbs up. Double thumbs up here in the Chardonnay. Double thumbs up here in the rosé. I thought the wines played nice together, although Sauvignon Blanc is still going to be king of kings when it comes to taste. But I thought individually the wines were very solid, very solid. I won't give a double thumbs up here because it's a California Sauvignon Blanc. It's nice, but it doesn't move you in any different direction. So it's kind of like standard for a California Sauvignon Blanc, but it is nicely balanced. So thumbs up for the Sauvignon Blanc. Double thumbs up for Russian River Valley. Again, keeps it in line that I haven't had a Russian River Valley Chardonnay I didn't like. And double thumbs up for the Rosé, combination of the grapes Pinot Noir, Zinfandel, and Grenache. There you have it. Go check out Raeburn. Give it a taste. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear if you can find it in your area. And it's your Wisconsin wine guy saying, as always, that your palate be the guide. I'm going to finish off with you a little bit of my Chardonnay. I'll see you next time. Ciao. 1, 2, 3.